There's an experiment happening right now on how video games are developed, governed, and monetized. By integrating blockchain, this new breed of games gives players some form of control, from owning in-game items to dictating how the game evolves. Let's take a look at some of these experiments. Here are 10 crypto games you can play right now, arranged in no particular order. First is Axie Infinity. Breed, battle, explore. At the very heart of this game are digital pets called Axies. Axie Infinity sits at the forefront of the play-to-earn model, where players gain full ownership of the in-game assets. By exploring the world, breeding, and competing, players become active members of the game's economy and help steer development. It's still very early and has a lot of room for growth to compete against industry giants like Pokemon. But with an active community of players and a dedicated team behind it, the future looks bright. Axie Infinity is available for Windows, Mac, Android, and iOS. Second on the list is 9 Chronicles. It's a free-to-play role-playing game with a technical twist. Just like other RPGs, you play as an adventurer, collecting loot, killing monsters, battling other players, and exploring a vast fantasy world. What makes 9 Chronicles different is what's underneath. It's built on a peer-to-peer network of gamers and miners, just like BitTorrent. This means that no central server is owned by one company. In theory, the whole online world will continue to exist as long as there are players. 9 Chronicles is playable on Windows with Steam Early Access coming soon. Number 3, Townstar. This competitive farming sim is developed by the creative minds behind Farmville and Words with Friends. Townstar runs on a 6-day cycle. Every Tuesday, the world map is reset and all players start from scratch. Build your farm, hire workers, sell, and trade your way to become the most productive farmer in the world. At the end of each cycle, the top farmers win Gala tokens, NFTs, and more. The competition is fierce, with this month's prize pool valued at $1 million. Townstar's beta version is playable on any modern browser. Number 4, Lost Relics. This is an ARPG following the tradition of Diablo. Complete quests, kill monsters, conquer dungeons, and collect the rarest of loots. And these loots come in 2 types, virtual and blockchain. Virtual items are those we're all familiar with, weapons, armors, and accessories maintained and controlled by the game's developer. Blockchain items, on the other hand, are decentralized. You're free to use, trade, sell, transfer, and even discard them, and the developer can't do a thing about it. Lost Relics is free to play with an option for paid membership to unlock perks. The pre-alpha version is playable on Windows and Mac. Fair warning, player slots are limited. Halfway to the 5th with Splinterlands. Remember how easy it was to trade physical cards of games like Pokemon and Magic the Gathering? Splinterlands is exactly like that, but in digital form. You build your own deck with different fighters, stats, and abilities. Then you battle other players in the arena. For every win, your rank increases, unlocking higher-level cards and more rewards. What separates Splinterlands from games like Hearthstone is that the cards are NFTs. These are pieces of code stored in the blockchain that act as certificates of ownership. This means that players own the cards, giving them the freedom to play, trade, buy, and sell them whenever they want. Splinterland is available on the PC, Android, and iOS. Number 6 is Sorare. This is another collectible card game. Imagine a 5-a-side fantasy football on a global scale. Sorare cards feature footballers from different leagues around the world. Using the Sorare cards, you build your own virtual football team and join active leagues. The cards earn XP based on the player's performance in real-life football matches. With every point earned, your team becomes more powerful. This gives you a chance to compete in higher divisions and win bigger prizes. This is one of the biggest blockchain games you can play right now, with more than 135 licensed football clubs covering 23 leagues. Sorare is playable on any modern browser. Number 7, League of Kingdoms. It's your typical browser MMO strategy where you build a kingdom, train troops, form alliances, and compete against other players. What makes League of Kingdoms unique is how it implements blockchain technology to engage users. First, all lands in the game are real estate NFTs minted in the Ethereum blockchain. You can build, trade, and even earn rewards by owning these lands. Second is governance. Players can elect leaders and vote on features or mechanics they want to see in the next update. League of Kingdoms is playable on Android, iOS, and any modern browser. Eighth is Zed Run. As silly as it sounds, Zed is a horse racing game on the blockchain. The racing part is just the consequence of how it's designed. The real game is breeding the fastest and strongest racehorses. Like all the games in this list, each horse is an NFT that carries a unique DNA. This DNA determines the horse's racing ability, bloodline, and rarity. If you're not into this type of game and just want to see virtual racehorses compete, head over to the Zed Run's website and watch live races. It's playable on Android and on browsers. Number 9. Crypto Fights. Battle other players for XP, loot, and cash rewards. Crypto Fights is a turn-based fighting game with mechanics inspired by Dungeons & Dragons. You can start by playing a single-player story mode to gain weapons and ability points. Then you can enter PvP matches and tournaments. The skills, weapons, and armors you equip, as well as your understanding of the game's mechanics, can greatly affect your chances of winning. The game's open beta version is available on PC and Android, although you have to download the files directly on their website. Last at number 10 is The Six Dragons. This is an open-world RPG with over 1 billion randomly generated dungeons on a 256 square kilometer map. It even starts like other games of the genre. You wake up in a mysterious world ripe for exploration, raid dungeons, and craft items. What sets it apart from traditional open-world RPGs is its crafting and item management. Valuable items are stored on the blockchain as NFTs, and you can sell, trade, even earn from them. Early access is playable on the PC. A PS5 version with PvP is in the works and scheduled to launch by the end of the year.